My boyfriend and I just got into an argument that escalated to him grabbing me by my throat and arms. I find myself in a state of mental disarray as I attempt to recount the recent events that transpired. It was a tumultuous episode between my boyfriend and me that unfolded unexpectedly, leaving me with a heavy heart and a multitude of emotions to sort through. The genesis of our disagreement was something seemingly trivial, a request for my robe. I was wearing it at the time, and when he inquired if he could borrow it, I instinctively declined, pointing out that we possessed two identical robes. It was an innocuous exchange, or so I thought, until he took my bowl piece from my bong and began to saunter away with it. In my haste, I reached out, grasping the hood of his robe, determined to reclaim my cherished possession. Things escalated rapidly when he retreated to the bathroom and emerged, accusing me of causing him injury. I immediately expressed regret for any pain he may have felt but sincerely doubted the severity of his injuries. In hindsight, he made a valid point when he called me a hypocrite, referencing a prior conversation where I implored him not to belittle my pain when he lacked an intimate understanding of it. Despite my apology for inadvertently hurting him, he persisted in harping on the issue. At that juncture, I found myself disengaging from his escalating aggression, tuning out his escalating vocal intensity. Amidst the escalating tension, I raised my voice, imploring him to cease talking, attempting to defuse the situation. My intention was to leave and gain some distance from the volatile atmosphere. Yet, he thwarted my exit, forcibly blocking the door and vehemently insisting that I listen to his grievances. My frustration and anxiety swelled as I attempted to push past him, leading to a terrifying moment when he seized me by the throat and arm in a desperate attempt to impede my departure. In sheer desperation, I cried out for my roommate, who promptly intervened, unlocking my door and granting me the opportunity to escape. As I sit here in the relative safety of our spare room, I find myself overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. My boyfriend and I have shared a relationship for over a year and a half, and this marks the first time such an incident has occurred. However, my mind inevitably drifts to the stories of domestic violence survivors have encountered. It is disconcerting to recognize that this scenario bears a resemblance to the early stages of a potentially abusive dynamic. In conclusion, I am confronted with a profound dilemma. I grapple with the question of whether this alarming incident should mark the end of our relationship or if it can be attributed to a singular lapse in judgment. The path forward is obscured by a fog of confusion and apprehension, and I am acutely aware of the need for careful consideration and deliberation in the days to come.